Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley violated, reveals her home was vandalized. Savannah Chrisley is feeling violated after she revealed her home was vandalized. Fans are shocked that she is going through this right now. However, she is not afraid to let people know what others are doing. The Chrisley family is hopeful following the election. Keep reading to find out more about this. The Chrisley family is hopeful after the election. They think since Donald Trump was elected as the new president, that Todd and July will be able to get out sooner. Savannah truly believes Trump will pardon her parents. Todd is jumping for joy in prison and is so optimistic that he will be able to walk out of there when Trump takes office. Ever since they were convicted, she has spent every waking hour campaigning to free them, and when she found the loophole through the RNC, she jumped on it. She took that stage in the hope of seeing her parents walk out of jail, and it will likely happen. So of course, she is gloating. Everyone is just hoping that she stops going on. However, fans disagree with this as they think Trump has a lot more on his mind than freeing Todd and Julie. Savannah Chrisley is feeling violated as her home was vandalized. This happened after the election took place. Savannah was vocal about who she supported in the race. However, this has led to some unhappy people. Beyond infuriated. I am tired of seeing those cry on social media about hateful rhetoric, and then you show up to my house and do this. Vandalize my PRPRT. Someone put up a banner of Trump in a showing mugshot with a drawn-on mustache. She was not happy about this and was going to let people know that it was not okay. However, fans do not like how she has been acting lately, and this may only be the beginning. It seems that people are not fond of her supporting Trump. However, she is not going to let this stop her from voicing her opinion. Savannah is going to keep trying to get her parents out of prison. However, fans think this is a waste of her time, though due to the crimes they committed. What do you think about their newfound hope? Did Savannah's home deserve to get vandalized? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. Savannah Chrisley has always been a woman who wears her heart on her sleeve. A mix of Southern charm, fierce independence, and a little bit of the tell it like it is spirit that fans of Chrisley knows best love her for. But on a quiet Tuesday morning in Nashville, that confident sparkle was replaced by something more vulnerable. The look of someone whose sense of safety had been ripped away. Her home, the place she poured so much of herself into, had been vandalized. It's not just about the things that were broken, she told followers in a tearful Instagram video. It's about the fact that someone walked into my safe space and treated it like it was nothing. The violation. Savannah had returned from a short trip to see friends in Atlanta, expecting to spend the afternoon cuddled up with her dog and catching up on emails. Instead, she stepped through her front door and froze. It wasn't the kind of destruction you see in movies, with everything smashed in wild chaos. No, this was targeted, deliberate. Family photos had been knocked from the walls. Decorative glass pieces she collected on trips were shattered across the hardwood. In her bedroom, drawers were pulled open, contents scattered. But the strangest thing of all, nothing of real monetary value seemed to be taken. Jewelry, electronics, and designer bags were still there. This wasn't a simple burglary. It felt personal. Savannah's voice shook as she recounted it. It wasn't about stealing. It was about making a statement. And that's what makes it so much scarier. A wave of emotions. She admitted that at first, she stood in silence, as if her mind couldn't quite register what she was seeing. Then reality hit like a punch to the chest. I just broke down. I sat on my couch, surrounded by broken glass, and I cried. I kept thinking, why me? Who would do this? The violation went deeper than the mess. For Savannah, her home wasn't just a place to sleep. It was her sanctuary during a stormy chapter of life. After her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, began serving prison sentences, her Nashville home became the base for her new responsibilities. Caring for her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, and holding the family together. To have this happen when I've been trying so hard to keep things together. It felt like someone was kicking me when I was already down, she said. The search for answers. Police arrived quickly after her call. They took photos, dusted for fingerprints, and made note of every detail. Savannah said the officers were compassionate, but their expressions told her they'd seen cases like this before, situations that didn't always lead to neat resolutions. They said sometimes these things aren't random. That's what scared me the most, she revealed. Security footage from her front porch showed a shadowy figure approaching late the night before. The person wore a hood and gloves, making identification difficult. Leaning on her support system. Within hours, Savannah's phone was buzzing nonstop. Friends, fellow reality TV personalities, and fans were flooding her DMs with messages of concern and support. Even her estranged friends from the Chrisley knows best circle reached out. I realized in that moment how many people care, she admitted. Sometimes when you're in the public eye, you focus on the critics. But in times like these, you see the good. Her younger brother Grayson was especially protective. He kept checking the locks, making sure every window was shut, Savannah said with a small smile. He's only a teenager, but he stepped into that big brother role for me. Chloe, still young and innocent, didn't fully understand the gravity of the situation. She asked if the bad guys were coming back. Savannah said softly. And that broke me all over again. Finding the courage to speak out. It would have been easy for Savannah to keep the ordeal private. But she chose to share it, posting a video on Instagram and TikTok, partly as a warning to others, and partly as an act of reclaiming her voice. When someone violates your space, they make you feel powerless, she said. Talking about it is my way of taking that power back. She encouraged followers to review their own home security, to install cameras, change locks, and trust their instincts. If something feels off, it probably is, she told them. A renewed resolve. In the days after the incident, Savannah doubled down on protecting her home. She upgraded her alarm system, added motion sensor lights, and even brought in a large, highly trained protection dog, much to the delight of Grayson and Chloe. I refuse to live in fear, she said firmly. Yes, I'm shaken. Yes, it's going to take time to feel safe again. But whoever did this doesn't get to win.